Hi, I'm Melanie Heindel, Clinical Services Supervisor at our outpatient clinic here at Wellpoint Care Network in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm here today with our Wellness Minute. We're going to talk a little bit about positive and negative self-talk today. Do you ever get caught in kind of a loop of negative self-talk and just kind of realize that it's not doing you very much good and it's creating maybe some problems in your life? It's important to think about how we're thinking about situations and how we're thinking about life. Having kind of a negative outlook or a constant negative self-talk can really increase mental health concerns. It can also actually reduce quality of life and reduce our actual physical health and create chronic stress that can impact our physical health long term. Mayo Clinic actually has researched positive self-talk quite a bit and has some strategies in terms of how you can kind of examine this and look at how it's impacting your day-to-day life. Some pieces to consider are you always kind of thinking of the worst case scenario? Right? Are you thinking that something's always bad is going to happen? Do you have really high expectations for yourself and for others around you? Do you always kind of assume that whenever something goes wrong that it might be your fault? Thinking about these things and trying to reframe them a little bit and change our thought patterns is really good for us because we know it's not always our fault, right? We know that, and we want to be able to kind of engage in some positive self-talk so we can really have some of those healthy thought patterns. Things you can do to help with positive self-talk is having a daily routine where you have a phrase that you share. I always say it's good to say out loud to yourself, even if no one else is around, so that you can just kind of start the day off with that. Or if you're having a really stressful moment, have kind of a mantra or a phrase for yourself. Another thing too is just catch those thought patterns. If you're thinking kind of negatively about yourself for something that you did, I always encourage myself, I'll try to catch myself and I'll say, okay, now I have to think of 2 positive things, right? And just to kind of catch in the moment and make that become your automatic association, right? And I think really encouraging this dialogue with kids too, and thinking about what you're saying around kids about yourself, and really modeling that positive self-talk. We don't have to be perfect, right, caregivers, but if we can model some of that and show our kids that we're learning and practicing too, it can be really beneficial. We have a ton of resources, and if you feel like you need someone else to talk to a little bit more about this, we have a ton of therapists available too at our outpatient clinic. You can visit us at wellpointcare.org.